It starts with a dream of opportunity, innovation, and success. The promise that if you make it to Silicon Valley, you can change the world. The roads here are lined with Teslas and startups. Cafes echo with the language of code and ambition. The skyline glitters not with glass, but with possibility. But what if behind all that shine, there's a cost no one likes to talk about? Because in Silicon Valley, even those earning six figures feel poor. A young engineer at Apple says she earns $180 a year and still has to share a two-bedroom apartment with strangers. A public school teacher drives 90 minutes each way because she can't afford to live near her students. A grocery clerk serving Google employees sleeps in her car at night. How can a region that built the digital future be so expensive that it drives its people away? How can the richest valley in America also be one of the hardest places to live? That's the hidden cost of Silicon Valley. And tonight, we're going to uncover it. To understand the hidden cost of living in Silicon Valley, we need to rewind the story. 70 years ago, this valley was filled with apricot orchards and quiet farmland. In the 1950s and 60s, a cluster of dreamers at Stanford and Fairchild Semiconductor laid the foundation for modern computing. What began as a handful of engineers tinkering with silicon wafers turned into a revolution that would define the modern world. Soon, names like Intel, Apple, Google, and Facebook transformed this sleepy corner of California into the global capital of technology. Each breakthrough attracted more talent and more money, and with every new boom, the pressure on housing, transportation, and infrastructure multiplied. By 2025, the valley, encompassing Santa Clara, San Mateo, and parts of Alameda County, houses over 3 million people. It boasts some of the highest salaries in America and some of the steepest bills. According to Numbeo 2025, the overall cost of living index in San Jose is 82% higher than the US average. The median home price has reached $1.92 million. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment stands at $2.930 per month, and for a two-bedroom, nearly $3.500. Apartmentalist Report, July 2025. Even everyday life comes with a premium. Groceries are about 18% more expensive, healthcare costs 25% above national levels, and electricity bills 30% higher, Bureau of Labor Statistics, 2025. But the cost of living is not just financial, it's psychological. In the valley, success isn't just measured by what you create, but by what you can afford. That's where the story takes a darker turn. So where does all this cost come from? 1.
The endless sprawl
Housing,
of Santa Clara,
the core of the crisis. Everything begins and ends with housing. California has a shortage of over 3.5 million housing units, according to the California Housing Partnership, 2025. Local zoning laws restrict new construction to protect neighborhood character, but in practice, it locks the market. The result, scarcity and skyrocketing prices. Between 2013 and 2025, the median home price in Santa Clara County climbed nearly 90%, while the median household income rose just 75%. Cal W. Jan 2025. Even for high-earning professionals, buying feels like chasing a mirage. A 30-year mortgage on a $1.9 million home at 7% interest equals roughly $12.00 a month, before taxes and insurance. For renters, it's not much better. Average monthly rent in San Jose for a two-bedroom apartment stands around $3.500, with deposits often exceeding $5.00. Landlords demand proof of income equal to 3 times the rent, meaning you'd need to earn over $125.00 a year just to qualify for an average lease. Families on middle-class wages are squeezed out. Some move inland to Tracy or Modesto, enduring 2-hour commutes each way. Others, heartbreakingly, live in RVs parked along the freeway. 2. Transportation, the commute trap. When housing pushes you out, transportation locks you in. The average Bay Area commuter spends 68 minutes per day in traffic. Metropolitan Transportation Commission, 2024. Gasoline in California is $5.40 per gallon, the highest in the U.S. Reuters, May 2025. A 2-hour commute adds nearly $9.00 a year in gas and maintenance, not to mention the mental toll of lost time and stress. And public transit, sparse, delayed and costly. Caltrain's monthly pass costs $300, and BART's expansions have slowed due to budget deficits. Remote work once offered relief, but hybrid models pull people back to offices in 2024-2025. 3. Utilities, groceries, and health. Beyond rent, every essential bill is heavier here. Electricity in California costs 31% above the U.S. average. Rent-Cafe 2025, groceries are 18% higher, and dining out can cost twice as much as in Austin or Denver. Healthcare adds its own weight. Employer-covered plans still require annual deductibles around $5. For freelancers, health premiums can reach $850 a month. BLS 2025. 4. Hidden costs. The social toll. Beneath the spreadsheets lies something harder to measure: exhaustion. A Stanford 2025 study found 58% of residents feel persistent financial anxiety, even among those earning above $150. 0. The culture of competition fuels comparison. Your neighbor's Tesla, your colleague's IPO, and the constant feeling of not enough. These costs don't just drain wallets. They reshape the valley's DNA. Middle-class workers, teachers, nurses, restaurant staff are leaving. Santa Clara County lost 7% of its service workforce between 2020 and 2025. Call Matters 2025. Call Matters 2025. School districts struggle to fill vacancies. Hospitals offer housing stipends just to retain staff. Homelessness has surged. The 2025 Santa Clara census counted 1,028 homeless individuals, up 9% from 2024. Many of them are employed, the working homeless. Food insecurity has also deepened. A Second Harvest Food Bank survey 2025 found 60% of households in Santa Clara and San Mateo counties cannot cover basic monthly expenses. 9 in 10 parents worry about providing nutritious food. The social gap is visible in every street. Luxury condos beside tent camps. Self-driving cars passing old vans where families sleep. And the paradox deepens. Tech wealth keeps rising, yet community bonds are breaking. For many, Silicon Valley feels less like a dream and more like a trade-off. Money for meaning, progress for peace. So why are we talking about this now? Because the numbers keep climbing, and the consequences keep spreading. After the pandemic, many believed remote work would ease the pressure. If engineers could live in Colorado or Texas while working for Bay Area companies, housing prices might finally cool. But the opposite happened. As of 2024, most major firms, Apple, Google, Meta, adopted hybrid work policies, bringing thousands back to the valley a few days per week. Demand for housing remained high. Prices dipped briefly in 2023, but by mid-2025, home values in Santa Clara County rebounded 5.7%. Reuters Housing Index, July 2025. Meanwhile, inflation and interest rates added fresh pain. Mortgage rates hovered near 7%, while consumer inflation in California stayed above 3.5%. BLS Regional Report 2025. Groceries rose 12% in 2 years. Utilities climbed 9%. Gas prices hit a national high at 5.40 cents per gallon. So even for those earning what once seemed unimaginable, $250 a year, the valley no longer feels comfortable. A Silicon Valley Pain Index 2025 survey found 71% of residents now believe the region is unaffordable for ordinary people. Government responses have been sluggish because the numbers keep climbing and the consequences keep spreading. California's SB 9 law, allowing duplexes on single-family lots, was meant to boost housing supply, but local resistance stalled many projects. Infrastructure investments lag. Public transit upgrades are delayed by budget deficits. And then there's the exodus. From 2020 to 2024, California saw a net outmigration of 900 people. Many from the Bay Area, U.S. Census 2025. Yet paradoxically, companies still move in, drawn by talent and prestige. The result is a valley that is both booming and bleeding, expanding economically, but hollowing socially. Globally, this mirrors a bigger story. Urban innovation hubs, London, Seoul, Singapore, face the same paradox. Progress that prices people out. But Silicon Valley is the extreme case. The canary in the digital age coal mine. So what does all this mean? Not just for Silicon Valley, but for all of us. First, prosperity is not the same as security. You can earn more than your parents ever dreamed of, and still struggle to build a life. If the richest region in America can't house its teachers, nurses, or young families, then the model is broken. Second, we need to redefine success. For too long, the Valley's measure of worth has been growth. Funding rounds, IPOs, valuations. But real innovation might mean creating a place where people can live well, not just work harder. Third, policy matters. Zoning reform, affordable housing programs, and infrastructure investment aren't glamorous, but they're the real engines of equality. California has begun experimenting. San Jose's 2025 Missing Middle pilot allows small multi-unit homes on formerly single-family lots. It's a start. And finally, awareness. Conversations like this matter because they expose the invisible. They remind us that behind every stock price is a human life, behind every innovation a trade-off. So where does all this cost come from? As the sun sets over San Jose, gold light reflects off the towers of tech, while long shadows stretch across the tents below. Pitiful and heartbreaking. The promise of progress meets the price of reality. In the end, the hidden cost of living in Silicon Valley isn't just financial. It's emotional, communal, even existential. It asks us all. Conversations like this matter because they expose the invisible.